Welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste and I am the owner of Charmed Boutique. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I created the fitting room that I am currently standing in, and literally how easy it is to do, and you don't have to break the bank and try to rack your brain on what to do. Okay, so I'm currently standing in my fitting room. Remember, if you haven't seen my last videos, my boutique is only 1,000 square feet, which to me is a pretty decent size, especially if you're starting off. It's a really good size. So in this 1,000 square foot boutique, I have one fitting room, which is a pretty decent size. So I'm going to step out a little bit so you can see the fitting room itself. Now, this fitting room, as you can see, which looks like gold poles, that's what I use. I literally used black steel poles from Home Depot, and then I spray painted them gold in order to get the look I wanted out of the fitting room. So I'm gonna show you, basically, I'm just gonna come around because I wanted you to see kind of everything, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna come to my computer. I'm gonna show you everything I used in order to set up my fitting room. So the first thing I did, or really my husband did, was, and if you don't have anybody to help you measure, you can do it yourself. But the first thing my husband did was measure. I told him exactly where I wanted my fitting room to be, and then he measured everything out for me. And so then we went to Home Depot, and I told him I wanted steel piping. And so literally we went to Home Depot and we got black steel piping. Okay, and so we just got them in whatever size we wanted. So I wanted mine to be pretty high because just in case somebody tall, like that was a woman that was like over 6 feet, just in case they came in, I wanted them to feel comfortable with, if they reached their arms up in the air or something like that, you know, nobody could see them at all. So I think our poles are like maybe 9 feet, maybe, if not a little bit higher, I think. Definitely higher than 8 feet. So we, you know, my husband basically did the math, and we chose whatever poles were right for us. Then we actually had to get like the fixings and the connector pieces. And so at Home Depot, this says Amazon, but they have these at Home Depot. So you can go to Home Depot and get them. At Home Depot, we just picked out which connector pieces we needed, and that's what we got. And so the way we figured that out was, we basically sat and thought about how I wanted the boutique, how I wanted the fitting room to be situated. And then we kind of got everything in our mind. We knew we needed at least one connector piece. So if you can see up there in the corner, that corner piece, that piece that's like angled out towards us, that piece right there, that's a 3-way connector piece. And that's what we utilize to connect 1, 2, and the 3 poles together. I also use like a 1-way connector piece here because I couldn't find a pole that was tall enough. I couldn't find one pole. It was either too tall or not tall enough. So I had to get a long piece and then a short piece and connect them, which worked out perfectly. Okay. And so this middle piece right here is what determined the height of my fitting room. The other 2 pieces are just to hold the fitting room up so that it can actually create that, like, you know, effect of a wall once you put curtains up. And so as you can see, this little round piece here, that piece was used to hold the pole that's going to the floor steady. And then I also I have one there, and I have one over there as well. That way the poles can be held steady onto the wall. Okay. And those pieces just like literally screw in. So, just be careful when you're like spray painting and things of that nature. Make sure you don't really too much spray paint, because I did, and it made it a little bit difficult to screw in. Just try to make sure you don't spray paint too much of the pieces that you have to screw together, because it can be a little bit difficult to screw them in, but it's not gonna like mess up your project or anything like that. And so, yeah, that's literally basically what I used in order to create my fitting room. Now, I also ordered some curtains from Temu, and I actually got 2 of the panel sets, and I did that because this 1 and 2, that's one set. And then on this other side here, that's actually another set. So if you do this, you'll see that it separates. But I keep that closed, and I kind of overlap them at the top. That way they wouldn't come undone. And so, yeah, literally it works out perfectly. The customers love it. It's very, very cozy inside. Like I said, these curtains came from Temu. They're about 8 feet maybe. And they had longer ones, but I didn't necessarily want it dragging the floor. And this literally, like I said, it works out perfectly because you cannot see the customer's feet. Even though there's that little space, and I'm going to close it so you can see. Even though there's that little space, let's see, let me get this. Yeah. So even though there's that little space there on the floor, because the fitting room is so big on the inside, you can't see the customer's feet or anything like that unless they literally walk up to the curtain and put their feet out. You can't see their feet. So I really enjoy that. I like it. These curtains are, I forgot what they call, they're called blackout curtains. So these are blackout curtains, and as you can see, they work perfectly, and it's super private. It's really private in here. Okay, so nobody can see you changing. Can you see any light shining in? You cannot. So it's super private. I love it because it's bright. It has its own light that reflects down into it. And yeah, that's it. That's literally all you need. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, and I will answer them. But that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.